How you guys doing? Welcome to our Wednesday Las Vegas Lifewave meeting, review and testimonial for Lifewave X39. I'm all the way out here in Cappadocia, Turkey, and I'm not even going to miss our meeting. We do this every week, every time at 6 p.m. It's already 4 a.m. out here, so I'm already going. So I'm super excited today to introduce some of our people who are giving their testimonial. One of them is all the way from Canada. She's had, eczema for about 20 years, and she's been on the patch for, I don't know, I think a month now, and she's been super, super excited to tell her story. So we're like, hey, why don't you hop on this week? Also, we have Heather Hinneker, who's the CEO of Ascent Adaptation and Regeneration Wellness Center. And the first time Jackson and I heard her speak about how Lifewave X39 has been, helping her field of, and I think she's been doing with stem cells as well. Man, both of our minds were like we were so excited to hear more from her. So we're like, hey, let's hop on. And I'm super excited they were both able to come on today. And yeah, I just wanted to do a little disclaimer real quick before we start. So I'm not a doctor or medical professional. The information on this site is meant for educational purposes only. This information and the products discussed are not meant to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Statements on this website have not been evaluated by the FDA. If you are pregnant, nursing, taking medication, or have a medical condition, please consult your physician first, all right? So we're gonna have our speakers speak today. I'm gonna have Tina unmute herself and tell her story. Then we'll have Heather unmute herself and then tell her story as well. Then I guess we'll introduce Peter afterwards, and he'll kind of explain and basically just tie this whole thing up. So Tina, if you could unmute yourself and go ahead, tell your story.
All right, you can hear me now?
Loud and clear.
Perfect. Okay, so Tina from Montreal, Canada. I'm 51 years old. I've had eczema for the last 20 years of my life. So I started when I was about 30, and it was horrible. It was like, I would say about 10 months out of the year I would have it. Maybe like I'd have little down times, but scratching all the time. The only thing that would help me was going to the ocean, which, as you all know, Montreal, we don't have an ocean. So I'd have to go away to an ocean. And once I was on vacation, it would kind of like diminish, and then it would last maybe 2 months by the time I got back home. And then it would all start over again and recycle and recycle and recycle. I've been on the X39, and when Dylan introduced me to it, and Ashley, I said, I have nothing to lose. I've tried every single cream you can think of, cortisone pills. I've done radiation treatments. I've had the head of dermatology here in Montreal pretty much gave up on my case. She said there's not much more she can do for me. So I kind of gave up. I tried to other remedies like lavender oil from Marseille, France. I've tried creams from England with paraffin that we can't get in Canada. I've tried everything. I would travel around the world and I would buy creams everywhere, and nothing worked. So when Dylan and Ashley introduced me to this Alovita and X39, I said, well, I have nothing to lose. I'm going to try it. After about 3 or 4 days, I can tell you that I already started seeing a difference. It was incredible. My skin is soft, and it's a month now, and it's completely gone. My scars, I have scars from the eczema that are on my lower legs, and my scars are diminishing. My skin, you can see it's like regenerating. It's incredible. My skin is super soft from head to toe. My hair is like shiny. My hair is growing like weeds. It's just been crazy. It's been unbelievable for me. I don't have to put cream on anymore. I get out of the shower, and normally like I'd have to cream myself up and like wait for like, a couple of minutes or a few minutes before getting dressed, and like have to put cream on all the time. Now I don't even have to put cream on. That's how good it is. It has been incredible for me.
Amazing. I have one question.
Yeah.
For the future as well, can you keep an eye on your scars? Because we would love to know the outcome on your scars. Because obviously in other people's testimonials, we see scar reduced, being reduced and then pretty much disappearing. So keep an eye on that. We would love that.
I will, definitely, because I even got a cut on my arm recently, and it's incredible. It like healed immediately. And it's like, you can hardly see the scar that I have, that I just got to cut. Like, it's incredible. I don't know what's happening to me, but whatever it is, it's amazing.
So quickly, you're doubling up, right? So you're putting the
I'm doubling up. Yes. I'm doing the X39 and the aloe vera every day.
Every day. So X39 in the day and aloe vera at night.
Yeah. No, I'm doing them both during the day at the same time.
Oh, amazing. Okay. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, really? Where do you usually place, where do you place which one?
I put the aloe vera always below my belly button, and I put the X39, I switch it. Like right now I have it on my wrist because I have a bit of arthritis in my thumb. So whenever I have pain, I put it here. And I find even that, look, I'm like, I have no pain. So I kind of rotate this, the X39, I'll put it behind my neck. I'll put it sometimes on my ankle, or I'll put it on my wrist.
Got you. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really been amazing. And imagine it's only a month that I'm doing this. So I can't even imagine like in 6 months what it's going to be like.
It's incredible. Pat, do you want to say
something? Where are the main areas that's like the eczema is like heavy on your body? Yeah,
the worst part was my lower legs, from my knee down. And it was always on my shins. So I could never, ever wear shorts in my life. For the last 20 years, I could not wear shorts. I could not wear skirts. I've gone to weddings wearing pants. It's been terrible. And for the last month, I have been in shorts the whole time. It's just been incredible. I can't even explain to you.
So going back
you threw your long jeans out.
Yeah, that's it.
Go ahead, Jackson.
So going back to the professionals, so let's talk about that a second. So they basically ran out of, ideas to help you.
Listen, the dermatologist, I saw tons of different dermatologists. They sent me to the head of dermatology here in Montreal at the Royal Vic at the time. And she basically literally gave up on me. I was really not impressed. I said, well, what do you mean there's nothing you can do? The only thing that she said that would help me would be cortisone pills, which, as we all know, cortisone pills are really bad for your health and they create a lot of other problems. And you need to like wean off them. So I would be on cortisone pills for, let's say, a month, and I would start from 8 a day, and then you'd go down to 7, and you'd have to wean yourself off the month. But I mean, there's so many other consequences in taking cortisone pills that I am totally against. So I refuse to take that. And the cortisone creams that they would give me was very little cortisone, because cortisone thins your skin, which doesn't help either. So you have to be very careful. So it's very hard to put on. You have to wash your hands all the time. So I kind of gave up on the cortisone creams because it wasn't doing anything. And I was trying more natural stuff. Like I said, traveling around the world, I would pick up creams everywhere. And that was it. And so I kept suffering like that all the time. It's very, very hard to cure like a skin disorder. And with this aloe vera and X39, I can't explain it. I don't know why, but it's just been incredible for me. I mean, like my skin, I've never had skin. I feel like I'm 20 years old, my skin again.
we can see it through your smile.
We can see it.
No, you got to send us some pictures before. I mean, you don't have to do it right now, but I would love to see the difference. You said a whole month, right?
Yeah, a month. Unfortunately,
right?
I did not take pictures.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited too, but I didn't take pictures of myself because I was so embarrassed to even show my legs that I wouldn't even take pictures of myself. So unfortunately, I do not have pictures at the worst. I wish I did, because just to show you the comparison would be incredible. But I could take pictures now of like the little scars that I do have, which are diminishing. So I could try and take them right away. And then we'll see, in another month, maybe they'll probably all be gone maybe.
Well, fingers crossed. We really hope that. Thank you, Tina. We really appreciate it.
Not a problem.
Tina from Montreal, Canada. It's nice to see you glow, though. You're glowing.
Tina from Canada.
You're definitely glowing.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for joining us today.
All right.
Go on, Pat, fire away.
Tina, thank you. I have so many friends who have eczema, and I even just had one of my friends come up to me. So I'm really gonna send more samples to that person just to, you know, help him out, because his has gotten a lot worse too. So I'm excited to share your testimonial with him.
I have a friend of mine. He's actually 63 years old. He has bad psoriasis on his lower legs, same area as me. And I gave him the patches for a week. I said, just try it. Here, I'm going to give them to you. And he's tried it for a week, both of them doubling up like I did, and he saw a difference. But his is so really, really bad right now, very inflamed. And he just ordered the patches, and you should be getting them soon. So I'm really curious to see, like, after a month of him doing it, I'm really curious if his gets better. It's going to be unbelievable. I'm going to be so happy.
Crazy. Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm going to be so happy too. This is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. We really appreciate you being on here.
Not a problem. Thank you.
All right.
So
we're going to switch gears real quick. Thank you again, Tina, all the way from Canada. Really appreciate it. I wanted to introduce our next speaker today. Her name is Heather Hineker. Man, Heather, just like I said, hearing her speak about it in the professional, in her professional space, got me really excited about Lifewave X39, and I know Jackson was super excited too when we were hearing her speak. So I'm super excited. Heather, if you can unmute yourself, that'd be amazing, and fire away.
Hey guys, thank you so much for having me. So yeah, for those of you who weren't on the last call, my name is Heather Hineker. I am the CEO and founder of Ascent Adaptation Regeneration in Newport Beach, and I've had the business for a little over a decade. We specialize in different modalities, different technologies that actually work with the body, force the body to adapt and regenerate naturally. I found the business off my own personal need. I was actually diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis about 12 years ago, and Western medicine wanted to put me on low-dose chemotherapy. And just innately, I knew that wasn't a path I wanted to go down in my mid-30s. And so I began on my journey to try everything possible to try to get this diagnosis in remission. And it was getting progressively worse. It was about an 18-month process where, you know, I was going to Chinese herbalists, I was going away on retreats and doing wheatgrass enemas, if you can believe that. I wish I would have known about X39 then, and I'll share more on that in a second. But you know, I was getting to the point where I was probably going to have to go on medicine because I had no quality of life. I couldn't dress my 3-year-old at the time. She was in preschool. She's a sophomore this year, so that's how long ago it was. And so I just happened to be in the right place at the right time when someone was talking about technology, and went and tried it, and it started to affect my inflammation in a positive way. And, you know, 6 months fast forward from that time, my inflammation had dissipated so much that I was able to function again. And it just opened my eyes up to this whole space. And so, you know, I feel for that diagnosis, I feel so thankful that I have it at this point, right? Because they can't detect it, it's totally in remission. So now, fast forward, you know, 10, 11 years, we have one of the, a really renowned facility, a great reputation as far as what we bring in. My role has changed more from running the day-to-day facility to actually doing a lot of like research and development on technologies that we're going to bring into the platform. And, you know, we get approached a lot about, hey, this is the latest, greatest, this is awesome. And one of a distributor that I work with on another technology first told me about X39. And I was pretty skeptical. I mean, we have a device at my office that's $130,000 that induces stem cell production. And so when I saw this little patch, I was like, this thing, there's no way. But because we work together, you know, in another technology, I felt obligated to give it a try, obviously. And I always want to experience things so I can say, you know, hey, no, or yes, this is great. So I tried it for probably about a week. She gave me, sampled me some patches. I didn't really notice much, but that doesn't really always mean something to me because, you know, now that my diagnosis is in remission, I don't really feel much of anything. You know, I feel that I'm, you know, I'm in my mid-40s. I definitely feel I'm reverse aging every single year. And so I just said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and trust you and get involved in this. And in talking, they got Peter on the phone with me, and we all know how incredible he is as far as explaining the product and the opportunity. I've never been involved in multi-level before this, like a true multi-level company. A lot of direct sales companies, but never multi-level. And, you know, it was always kind of like, I don't know if I want to be involved with something like that. Well, fast forward 4 months, Peter told me I just made team manager, so that was good. And honestly, like, it's been so crazy busy. I haven't even been trying. This has been something that's totally organic. But for me personally, fast forward 4 months, I have noticed a few things, which is incredible. So my skin is completely changing. My hair, I don't, you can't tell now, but when I blow dry my hair, I have about this long of growth of extra hair. It's like I have an extra hair head of hair right now. It's so crazy. And my, I just got my hair done 2 days ago, and my hairstylist was like, what are you doing? What shampoo are you using? And I'm like, it's not shampoo, it's this patch that's on the back of my neck. So he's getting involved. Anyone that I've sampled it to, so, you know, it's been hard times with COVID, obviously. And we didn't shut down all the way. We were open to a select few that really were coming in, you know, for rehabilitative therapies that I couldn't just stop their therapies like mid-treatment. So, but what I did, because so many people were afraid, I decided for our VIPs that I was going to send out 6 X39 patches to them. I think I sent out 6 to about 30 people. The response we got was mind-blowing. I cannot even keep these things in stock. We sell them at the office. I'm starting to build some auto ship and everything. So what it's done for our business, it doesn't compete with anything. It just complements it. I definitely feel it's making other things happen faster, and people are just, they're stoked because they're, you know, pain's going away. I mean, I can't share third-party testimonies or anything, but every single person has something positive to say. And I've never seen a product that can do that. Even my husband, who is like a caveman, I should bring him in here so you can see him. He does not like to do anything. I'm the one that has to, you know, if I put him on one of the technologies, I have to do it for him. I have to start it. This is the only thing he will do himself. We have the patches out there when he gets ready in the morning, and he sticks one on every single day. And I think it's making a huge difference for him too. I'll share a little, something I shared with Peter earlier, but this can also attribute to, you know, how important it is to have optimal health. So 2 days ago, we had a film crew come in, and we're going to be filming Mike Tyson. He's training again for a fight. And so before Mike comes in, they have to go through my facility, and they have to completely sanitize everything, and all of us have to get tested for COVID. So we all do it, get tested. I tested positive. So I found this out, was this, I don't even know if it's yesterday. I'm like, that has to be negative, like a false positive. So I got tested again today. I am positive. So I have COVID. I have no symptoms, no anything. And I really attribute that to having, you know, optimal immune function at a cellular level. So as Tina was sharing, she sees it coming out in her skin. We all do, but what's happening down on a cellular level, we can't see. And so your skin is only going to reflect how healthy you are, right? But being optimally, like, you know, if your immune system, stem cells are so important. And when people really understand what they're doing, you know, when we're young, we have tons of stem cells, right? And they're able to morph into whatever cell we need, whether it's a skin cell or a heart cell or a brain cell. And as we're aging, they're dropping off. You know, I think by the time we're 30, we produce 50% of what we did. I'm in my mid 40s now, so what am I producing? So I think that's what everyone needs to take away from why this is so important. And so these cells can, you know, morph into something to help my immune system, whether it's a natural killer cell or whatever it is. So I just wanted to put that out there. And then one more thing, I was in a really bad accident. I don't know if you can see my eyebrows still gone. On 4th of July, and my eye, Peter has the pictures of my day 1 through day 7. The gash was so huge. I mean, I probably should have got stitches. My eyes swelled shut, black and blue, the whole area. Within 7 days of putting the patch right next to it, it was completely healed. Yes, I have a scar, a little scar, but I see that getting better every single day, and I'm going to document that. So hopefully that scar will be gone, and my eyebrow will grow back completely soon.
Great.
Well, that's nice.
That's a lot of information. That's amazing. Thank you.
That was a lot. That was amazing. Yeah.
Quick question as well. I was on your call last time, and you mentioned that you've worked with stem cell doctors, and, you know, you've had a close encounters with them, and, you know, talked about technology, and, you know, you brought it to them. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, I mean, we work with a ton of stem cell doctors because we work with, you know, elite athletes, and obviously people that are compromised, they're looking into alternative things. So a lot of these doctors are charging, you know, $10,000 a treatment. A lot of my clients are spending $40,000 to get these treatments, and they'll send them to me first to help build up the stem cells, and then the endogenous stem cells, so that their treatments are more effective, and then they'll come after. But this is something, and you know, I haven't even talked to a lot of the doctors, because I always do like a preliminary pilot, like where I'm the guinea pig, and then my employees start getting involved. So we've only been involved for 4 months. It's at the point now where my clients, the VIPs, have all gone through it and everyone's great. So I'm gonna definitely start taking it to some of these stem cell doctors, because I don't feel, I mean, for the majority of us, we can't afford to spend $10,000 on a treatment, right? It's great, but a lot of these doctors, one treatment doesn't always work on people, or 2 treatments doesn't work. So if you can actually have the clients do the stem cell patches during a treatment, even if the doctors are going to do it, I think it's going to make it actually happen a lot faster for them. But we just haven't, you know, talked to them about that yet. But who knows? I mean, some of them might not want to do it because it's a competition, right? Like, what if just this patch that I spend, you know, $100 a month on fixes it? Like, why would a client go to them? So we'll see. Time will tell on that one.
Time will tell, exactly. Well, sorry to hear that.
Man, I love.
God.
Go ahead, Jackson. Go ahead.
No,
I just love what you said about it. Yeah, I just love what you said, that it doesn't have to replace anything. It just complements it. I think that was a big thing, because I have a lot of people saying the same thing. Dude, does it replace this? Or no, it complements it. But it's good that, hey, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month down the line, you probably stop using something, you know, probably taking it off your medicine cabinet, right? So I really love what she said, how it complements on that. I just wanted to elaborate. But yeah, Jackson, I know you had something.
Yeah, so obviously so when we get deeper into this patch in a minute, Peter will explain, you know, the GHK copper peptide and how powerful that is. Now, in the beauty world, in your clinics and wellness, you know that, is it the same with women when they put creams on? A lot of the products they put is GHK copper peptide, because they know how incredible that is for your skin, you know, wrinkles, the glow, cuts, bruises, you know. Obviously you've had an accident now, you know, in your eyebrow, and you can see how amazing it's like taking over your face, like healing it. Can you talk a little bit more about the GHK copper peptide on the beauty standpoint?
Well, my office is not aesthetics at all. In fact, like, we have a couple modalities, like, say we have a full body photobiomodulation bed. It's a red light therapy bed that does increase collagen and elastin, right? But it's not why I got the bed. I got the bed because it actually has 2 wavelengths of light that work on a cellular level. So with me, and you know, I work with a lot of dermatologists too, that are involved with a couple of technologies that I sell. And in fact, you just reminded me, I got to get them on X39. I don't ever go with something because it's aesthetic, but I think that's a great, you know, bonus that happens, because when you're taking care of yourself on a cellular level, it is always going to show and reflect through your skin. And you know, the copper peptides, I mean, I'm learning about that too. It's a whole different avenue of inducing or activating stem cells. So that's something that I've been educating myself on, just with recently getting involved as well.
I have one question about your husband. Big guy. Did he have any problems before he started with X39? Was there something that he noticed? So his sleep has gotten tremendously better. He works for the movie industry as an aerial rigger for the grip union. And he would, you know, go to sleep at 10 o'clock, wake up at 4 o'clock, go to sleep at 11, and just never have sound sleep. He's been sleeping better than he's ever slept in his life. So that's one thing. And then he's only been using it probably for about 3 weeks. Like, it took me a while for me to use it. And then, you know, the way I got him to use it, you guys, he'll kill me if I say this, but he's incredibly attractive, and he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Every single bone in his body has been broken because of motocross and MMA fighting and jiu-jitsu and everything. So he has a lot of injuries. He never complains about those, but it was the aesthetics, the hair. So I'm like, hey, let's test and see if this will make your hair grow. Well, then all of a sudden we're getting these side effects of great sleep and more limber and all of that. So we'll get him on to get a testimonial eventually, but he won't even let me take a picture of before and after. So.
He'd be so mad if I said this. He can probably
do it when he's asleep, just like.
Hey, Heather, just want to say thank you again for hopping on. We've actually had to reserve you 2 weeks in advance just to hop on our webinar, so I'm pretty excited we finally made it. I'm going to switch gears I'm going to switch this to Peter. He's going to explain. I know we like kind of went past time a little bit, but he's going to explain Lifewave X39, this patch, and what the heck it's doing. And Peter, if you can unmute yourself, that'd be amazing.
Thank you, Jackson. Thank you, Patrick. And thank you, Tina. And thank you, Heather. I mean, Tina, I can only imagine 20 years of just, you know, skin issues, especially for female, and going through all these drugs and always trying to find a solution. Because I've been in the beauty industry myself, and trust, I can almost feel the pain. And, you know, hearing it from Heather, everyone, I mean, Heather has seen every modality, okay, there pretty much is. She is in Newport Beach. I mean, it's the capital of beauty and health, okay, in Orange County. And a lot of people have money out there. And when they see this technology from her and just hearing her testimonial, it's pretty incredible. So the proof is in the pudding. So everyone, if you're here as a guest, you must be wondering, what is in this patch? What is it? What does it do? How does it work? So this is called a stem cell activation patch. It's made out of organic crystals and amino acids that hold a light frequency charge. So the light that we emit from our body, okay, because we're light beings, when you put this patch on your skin, it's called a non-dermal, non-invasive. There's no chemicals in there. Nothing goes into your skin. So that's why there's no side effect. Okay. So when you put it on, it will activate what we call the copper GHK. And we will send some incredible information about that. But that peptide will literally tune you up, find every issue in your body. So with Tina, it literally went into the immune system so fast, fine-tuned her, activated. And what it did is said, activate your stem cells, okay, when it finds out what's wrong. It's called pluripotent stem cells. When you activate your stem cells, you will produce more stem cells, and it will reset all your current stem cells to a younger state. So the same way that, you know, when we go to the sun and the sun turns, hits our skin and it turns into vitamin D, that process is called photobiomodulation. So when you activate younger stem cells on older tissues, it will turn your older tissues young again. So that's why really when you start putting this on for days, weeks, months, okay, deep healing happens after 90 days, but incredible testimonials happens instantly because it is light, okay? It just works. This technology was created by our owner, by our inventor. His name is David Smith. He's been in the frequency world for many, many decades. 10 years ago, he invested his time, money, energy into his life's work. And here you go. After 39 tries, after millions of dollars of R&D, this patch has been out for almost 2 years now, and it literally has doubled the sales of the company. We're shipping this to almost 100 countries around the world, and now the world as a whole gets to experience what regeneration and repair is. And when people say stem cells, all they think about is invasive injections. People want it. Rich people or people that have money will get it. But now, what if you are a friend, you are a family member, and all you do is invest into this less than a cup of coffee a day, less than $4 or $5 a day, and you patch this, and every single person that is on this webinar tonight, you have been patched by a friend, by someone that loves you, right? And that is how we are spreading this technology throughout the world. And now, fast forward a little bit over 11 months myself, thousands and thousands and thousands of people are benefiting from this. And I can just see it through Tina's smile, how happy she is, and even going to, you know, this golden age. I'm just so happy to see this through you, because I never met you, but because somebody patched you, maybe 20 people deep, it got to Dylan and it got to you. So the reason why I'm saying is this, because our model here is a people to business model, and we love what we do. And thank you very much for all joining us. Now, how do you get involved with us really quick? We call this a $5 patch, but it's really, this is called a sleeve. It's 30 patches in the sleeve. It's $150 retail. You can get this at wholesale at $99. And if you love to join us as your partner, we have 5 other packages. The more you buy, the lower it costs you below the wholesale cost. Talk to the person that patched you. Talk to the person that invited you here on this webinar. Tell them you love to be our customer, or you love to help other people, and just get involved with us. There are tons and tons of benefit. And we give you a free website. We give you amazing, incredible support all around the world here from Patrick. He's all the way in Turkey, okay? And we have a couple of people here from the Philippines and all over the United States, just building this incredible, beautiful community. So if you love what you heard, again, talk to the person that invited you. Thank you all for joining us today. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Jackson. And thank you, Patrick, for tonight. And Patrick, I'm going to pass it back on to you so you can close it out. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Man, thank you, Peter. Oh my God, you always explain that really, really well. I was just so excited to have these 2 amazing women on. And thank you for everyone hopping on to our Wednesday Las Vegas Lifewave webinar at 6 p.m. So we're here every Wednesday, 6 p.m. So if you guys know anyone, send them through to our webinar. And yeah, Jackson, if you want to close this out.
Yeah, thank you, Tina. Thank you, Heather. We really, really, really appreciate your love today, and thank you for your testimonial. Just to say to everyone, if you want to join us on Instagram, we're on Las Vegas Lifewave. And yep, we're going to build that with more content and just shed the love. So every one day at a time, patch one person at a time, and heal a person at a time. That's our mission. We just want to help people. So thank you very much, everyone. Pat is all the way in Turkey. He's doing business out there. That's how crazy we're getting right now. That's how busy we're getting at Last Week Lifeway.
I call this work from Wi-Fi. Work from Wi-Fi. So, but hey, I hope you guys have an amazing evening. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you for joining.
Bye.
Bye. Ta-da.
Ta-da.